Arifureta Shokugyou de Sekai Saikyou, or From Commonplace to the World's Strongest, Season 3 is finally here around a week ago, and I was supposed to make a video regarding which stuff were cut off from the light novel, but yeah, I had to do some other stuff. Still, enough of that. We are here today to discuss on what stuff were cut off from the light novel. I'll try my best to include every single one of them, but I'll most likely include only the parts that I truly remember, the more important details. Still, it was an actual decent adaptation. It didn't really left off parts that would have changed the entire script. Still, I believe that they should have included some of these parts, cause yeah, it's a shame that they would cut off a lot of characters as well as stuff that would humanize Hajime at some point in the story. At the first part of the story, we have here Yue writing her diary. It's actually a very different scenario because in the light novel this didn't happen. Okay, still I believe this is a better way to do a recap rather than just giving us a entire boring recap, right? And it also humanizes Yue for a little bit since she doesn't appear that much in the anime, or she doesn't show much of her emotions there. That's why I like this part of the vid. Even though it's a recap of sort, it's a wonderful one compared to most recaps. And we are shown here the first appearance of the airship Fenrir. At first I thought I was imagining this one as a manta ray because that was the description. There was also a illustration from the manga about the airship Fenrir, and it's completely different. Here it looks absolutely dope, and I absolutely like the design here. It seemed more smaller if you just look at from this viewpoint, but it's really huge in the story. It was described as very huge. Then we are shown the opening of the entire season. In the opening, it didn't really show much spoilers, only shown that it's gonna be more focused on Shea. I'm actually quite surprised though that they shown Eri as well as Freed at the last part of the opening because they didn't really appear, or they're not supposed to appear in this season. But if they're gonna reach a certain volume, let's say volume 10, then I think I can understand, which is, yeah, it is crazy to think that this season will reach in volume 10, but I can see it happening because it's already 16 episodes. But if their implication does not only stop at volume 10 and it also includes volume 11, then that's gonna be crazy. But it's only the first opening. I do think they're gonna have another opening since this opening itself is only it's only mainly focused on volume 7, which is Shia's arc. So yes, afterwards we have here the discussion on the airship, which does happen, but there are a few different parts. Here Lily is not accompanied by her knights as well as her maid, who is Helena. Those characters are gonna be very well known in the after stories. They were also included here in the light novel, and they were slowly starting to understand or to see Hajime as a person. They also call Hajime the white demon for some reason, and it's a shame that they are gonna miss out on this. They didn't only do this for these characters, they also did this a lot in season 1 and season 2, which is a shame, especially the manly women who are gonna be the trauma for Hajime. For some reason they entirely skipped those people, which is sad. Still, to discuss more about what happened and who are the Empire people, and Shia kind of tells them what happened in the past regarding their connection, and it shows what little interaction Shia had with the Empire. It was supposed to happen in season 1 when Hajime first interacted with Shia, but it was entirely skipped. This was actually also the part where Hajime encountered his first humans and his first human kills, which shows how or what is Hajime's current moral standpoint is. He was really brutal at that point, and I will show you right here in my screen right now how much brutal Hajime was and how cold he felt. He didn't really feel much when killing another human being, which kind of convinced him that yeah, he changed for the worst. Still, Yue was there to manage to help him retain his humanity, which was also skipped in the anime, and I was sad with that because yeah, it is kind of lowering Yue's character a bit because yeah, she feels more shallow compared to her light novel counterpart, to be honest. But that's gonna be it, yes, for the Empire. It was shown here. This guy, I feel like this is the one who we will encounter in episode 3. I already finished episode 2 at this point, so yes. Shia here, yeah, looking sad. Koki asking for Nagumo to help with the Beastman, saving the Beastman, but he didn't go as well as he was supposed to because yeah, he is just going along with Hajime and the group. So one wrong move can send him back into the kingdom. That's why he is trying his best to calm himself down. This interaction right here is supposed to be the start of the light novel, or what I assume to be the start of the anime. That's why it's interesting that they actually started off with Yui's diary. Here, it was supposed to be Shizuku who was staring at the scenery, appreciating the large airship as well as the view from her place. And then Koki arriving, telling her about what everyone else is doing. Like, Shia is cooking, Hajime is just laying down there and minding his own harem. He was unconsciously jealous as well. It was portrayed because this is gonna be an important detail if you go on to watch the final episodes of this arc this season, because there is a moment where Koki is gonna be very irrelevant and his jealousy is gonna seep and gonna be showcased. This detail was removed, as well as Koki asking Shizuku that she won't leave him, right? That's his question for her, and that's gonna be very important as well. So take note of that if you are watching this. If not, then it is what it is. And here we see some Beastmen running, and it's actually the Beastman Mina and Rana. These two Beastmen are, yeah, we already know who they are. They are members of Hajime's brigade or bunny soldiers. Yeah, nothing really different happened here other than the person was about to use magic, and that guy was supposed to be hiding in the carriage, not just injured and down there, because it was pretty plain obvious to see. It was supposed to be hidden in the carriage, and Hajime kind of sensed using his magic eye. And as it was also included in the anime where he got teased and he used rubber bullets to shoot the people who laughed at him, which is nuts. Next up, we have here when Hajime and the group encountered Par. They were supposed to ride the airship. Before they rode the airship, someone interrupted them, and it was supposed to be the elf princess Altina, which was completely cut off from the anime. Which, yeah, it's sad, but it is what it is. Altina is supposed to be like the elf princess that you would think would fall for Hajime as well. She does in fact fall for Hajime here in a literal sense, because she falls down towards Hajime because of the chains attached to her arms and legs. Yet Hajime kind of dodges out of the way. And this is supposed to be the part where Hajime helps her, right? No, Hajime kind of like stares her down cold and just tells her to hurry up and move. Here in this part, Hajime was actually like berated by a lot of people, and they look at Hajime like he's a cruel being, and Hajime didn't like that. In the end, he kind of helped Altina a bit. Yet after helping Altina, it seemed like the rabbit men were like confused about Hajime's actions and were going wild as well. This in fact made Hajime really mad that he blurted out that he should just eliminate everyone else. And yes, after helping the elf princess, she was mesmerized by Hajime as well. There was also a part where Tio went perverted and showed how much of a masochist she is, and this kind of like ticked off the elf princess and made her infected. It means that she is starting to show signs of being a pervert as well. That's a small part that I wished would have been included as well, because Altina is gonna be Shea's future best friend. Maybe she's gonna be included after the arc is concluded. Maybe she's still in the kingdom for some reason. I don't know. If she does not appear, then it is what it is, because she's gonna be included together with Catherine, Mori, as well as the manly woman. A lot of people are excluded in the anime. Then we go back upstairs where we talk about what happened in the Beastman village, or in Verbergen, the Beastman country. They talk about what happened. It was the demons who actually invaded the Beastman, or the Sea of Trees. It was mentioned, but the entire scenario was kept. What I meant is the fight between demons and the Haulia. It was supposed to be the showcase on how strong the Haulia is compared to the other Beastmen, because the Beastmen castricized the Haulia for a while because of Shea, right? Because she has mana. Having mana as a Beastman is like blasphemy to them, and they were supposed to execute Shea and the others. In the end, the Haulia were the ones who saved the Beastmen when they were getting invaded. And how brutal were the Haulia? I wanted to see that in this anime, but it was entirely skipped. I thought they were gonna do that for the first episode, but no, they skipped it. So it's a shame. Afterwards, this interaction right here where Shea was told by Hajime that he will help her. It was supposed to happen in the Beastman village, not here in the airship, because in the airship they will tell Par and the others that they will just leave them near the Empire's capital, as well as the princess. He will leave them there because he will go on towards the Sea of Trees. And yeah, after leaving the other beastmen there, he will then tell Shea, or he will collect all other beastmen right there to attack the Empire. That's why I was confused in this part, and now I fully remember. Yeah, it was entirely cut off. But is it actually a bad thing? No, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's actually quite fine. But yeah, that's just a small difference though in that part of the story. Other than that, yeah, nothing really is different. We have Cam here becoming Chuni. The entire thing, the entire episode is actually quite decent. I love the recap using Yui's diary, because yeah, Yui will have minimal parts, especially in this arc, but she will have more important parts in future arcs, which is nice. Poki's moments are, yeah, he was supposed to be really conflicted in some parts here, especially when in terms of saving Beastmen, Hajime not saving other people, even though he has a lot of powers. His conflict here was like really not talked that much, or not really portrayed much compared to his light novel counterpart, so that we will be able to like identify his current moral identity. Still, his search for justice is unbound and will be more explained in future arcs. But for now, this is my conclusion for the first episode of Arifureta. It's actually a very decent episode, and hopefully they continue on with the rest of the episodes. Episode 2 is actually quite decent. I already finished that, but I will also do another review regarding that one, because I think I should just let you know what parts are skipped out so that you won't miss out on anything at all. So that's gonna be it for today's vid. I hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you soon in the next one. Peace out, God bless, and hopefully another day for Arifureta is another day for you.